Hey guys, Gary with Lacrosse, and today I have some heads that I dyed up. If you remember my last video, I said I went down to Lacrosse and picked up a couple heads to dye for them. And then later on that night, or it was like a day later, I posted a picture on Facebook, if you follow me on Facebook, that I was going on a Dye-A-Thon. Well, unfortunately, I didn't get to do it that night. I fell asleep when I was cutting out my vinyl, and I was just tired. So today I was off, and so I decided that today was the day, so I went on my Dye-A-Thon. So let's get to it. First head is a Warrior Swarm, done with a black faded down to red. It's not bad. So I got that. And next one is the Brian Blueprint X. This head reminds me a lot of the Clutch 2X. Except for I think it looks like it's a little bit wider, but I don't know that. And I think with the clutch side, this thing is like flipped or something like that. So I'm not a fan of Brine. That's just my preference. I didn't like them back in the day. I had was it the Brine MX when they came out with their Magic series, and I didn't really care for it. It was like really thick and real heavy. So next one is a Warrior Evo X. This is a black faded down to yellow. With the yellow, you can actually really see the fade a lot better than the red, just because it's a lighter color. And a little tip: when you do a fade, you always go in to the deepest point that you want your fade to be, and then after that, you never want to go back to that point. You just kind of go in and out, and just kind of like bring it up further and further and further until you finally get that nice fade to it, and then you get that nice deep rich color that you want. And then afterwards, what I use to pretty much clean all the residual off is called Motzenberg's Lift Off. It's a graffiti remover. It's eco-friendly, so just make sure you spray it when you do it. You're going to use it outside, but it works real well on the fades, because a lot of times when you're dyeing a head, you're going to get like the dye will form a foam at the top, so you'll get like some weird spots. But you hit it with that Motzenberg Lift Off, or my favorite was actually the Crud Cutter Graffiti Remover. That stuff was awesome, but Lowe's and all of them don't carry it anymore because that one wasn't eco-friendly. But you hit it with that and just wipe it, and it takes all that stuff off and all that residual off. I like to use it to also help get rid of any kind of bleed that happens. A lot of times, once I dye it, once I'm done, I pull it out, pull all the vinyl off, and then if there's any kind of bleed, I hit it with it, and I can either fade it or get rid of the bleed altogether. So it's a really good spray to have. I'll end up doing a tutorial later on how to do a fade, and I'll show you guys the sprays that I use as far as cleaning a head and stuff like that. So the next head is a STX Superpower. This one's also a black faded down to yellow. All right, and then, which is probably gonna be your guys' favorite, is the Warrior Rabel X. Like I said to me before, it just reminds me of the M80, so that's kind of my turn off. I do like the M80X, just the fact that it just pinches in so easily from the backside. That was my turn off, and then that's also what guided me back to going to STX heads. But this one's done with a black faded down to yellow, with a little difference to it, is that I did let's see if you can see it, there's ghosted turtle shells. Alright, so, and I'll be putting pictures up on Facebook with these. So that one's it for Lax World. I did 5 heads for them, and then a co-worker and a former teammate of mine, he went out and got a head for his son, and he also got a Rabel X, and so that's also a black faded to yellow. That's what they wanted. And same thing is the turtle shell. So that's got the ghosted turtle shell in there. All right, and there we go. Now you can see it better. It says the ghosted turtle shell to it. And another difference to it is got his number on the back. Only it's reversed, number 26. So I like putting names a lot of times on the back, especially when you get custom dyes like this. That way if somebody tries to steal it, you can't, because their name's on the back. So that's always a good thing. If you ever go and have a nice custom dye done, have your name thrown on it, so that way it's easy to pick up. So the first 5, the Swarm, the Blueprint, the Superpower and the Rabel X, those are going to be down at Lax World in Annapolis. I'm going down there tomorrow to drop them off. I'll probably be down there around 1 o'clock. So if you guys live down there, stop on by. That's where they'll be. And other little thing, today I was actually looking for some string because I was off today. And I was doing all the stenciling and everything and dyeing them up. And I was trying to find some a spool of my pink string. I couldn't find it, and then all of a sudden I found it. Well, the funny thing is that right next to it, I found my buddy of mine. His name is Infidel. I had him. He went on all my missions with me in Iraq and Afghanistan, and I thought I lost him because my daughter at one point got a hold of him, and she just disappeared. Well, I found it today, so I'm happy. So he's gonna probably go and sit on a shelf next to my heads over there. Another thing was I got a package in the mail today, and it would be from Greg from East Coast Dyes. He hooked me up with these powder coated screws, and he gave me some pink ones. So I got 2 pink ones, so that was kind of cool. These are actually going to go in 2 of my heads. And then he gave me a Carolina blue, which is actually one of my team colors. So I just got to pick which ones I want to use, and I'll probably buy a couple more because I do want to eventually have an all white stick and like an all black stick. And I always like I said, I always like to have pink somewhere on my stick. So that'd be a nice little add to just put a pink screw in it, and then got to worry about the shooting strings. So he gave me these. So thanks, Greg. I appreciate that. And also got the some stickers. Also got a little wristband. So another nice little thing about these is that they are powder coated, because you can definitely tell the difference. Because if they were painted, you would see, you know, the weird little lines. It'd be kind of thick when you go to put a screwdriver in. You can tell the difference. These are powder coated, so it's a lot like anodizing and everything else. That's like straight to the metal. It's like coloring metal. It's like dyeing metal, pretty much. And it's very durable. So, like I said, these will be in some sticks. As soon as I get them in, I'll show the sticks off. Other than that, that's all I got. Make sure you like me on Facebook. If you haven't liked me on Facebook, do so. I do run contests on there that I won't announce on YouTube. And like I said, I'll also run contests on YouTube. I do have a couple of them coming up. And I've also got, now I got my 2 project heads that I'm working on. I got that charity head, so hopefully I can try to either finish that sometime this weekend, or it'll be later on in this week. Still not going to say what charity it is, but as soon as it's done, you guys will see what the head is, and that's going to be raffled off down at Lax World in Annapolis to raise some money. So other than that, that's it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Hope you liked the video. Hope you liked the heads. That's it. Have a good one, guys.